I just got done reviewing a brand deal for a client. I ran in here so I could give you these tips. Get a pen. First things first, you should always have an agreement. I know this might be controversial because some people think that just because it's a low dollar amount, ignore it. I strongly disagree because you might be signing up for things like perpetuity, which would give a brand the right to use your image forever. Never want to do that. I mean, after all, we might be small today, but we're not going to be small forever. And Lord knows, we don't want a brand being able to use our likeness and our image when we make it big and they've only given us a couple $100s. The next thing you should think about is exclusivity. That's a fancy word for a non-compete. Now, you're not going to get out of having a non-compete. It makes sense, right? A brand is not going to want you doing a similar deal for their competitors. Now, here's the catch. You want to make sure they're very clear in the agreement about who their competitors are. And you only want to give them exclusivity for the term of the deal, not forever. Here's another thing we'll miss about exclusivity. It is not free. If they want exclusivity, they have to pay you for that. After all, you're agreeing not to take other work. When you are reviewing these agreements, a lot of times these deals will have conflicting terms, especially around payment. For example, I was able to catch from my client that on page 4, they were agreeing to pay within 30 days. On page 7, they'd given themselves about 60 days. We had to fix that. Now come here and listen close. This is by far the most important. The clause that gets the biggest hang-up in the contracts that I negotiate is the indemnification provisions. For example, if you post about a beauty product and someone buys it and is hurt by it, if you don't have a mutual indemnification provision, it gives the brand the ability to hold you liable for those damages, including attorney's fees. I roll around on the carpet with my clients before I allow them to sign an agreement without a mutual indemnification provision. One more tip. This will help you understand how to charge. First, make sure the agreement is not a work for hire, meaning that you are essentially working for the brand, which makes them the copyright owner for the content. If that's in the agreement, take it out. Once you take it out, it makes you the original copyright owner, and then you can license the use of the content to the brand. Licensing then gives you a little bit more wiggle room in terms of being able to ask things like, what is your campaign budget? How long do you want to use the content? What platforms do you want to post it on? And then you can set your price. These are a few things that I hope will help you come to the table a little bit more informed and better educated and get to the coin.